We are here in the BX borough.
Yes.
No commission.
Yes.
Swizz Beatz.
Angie.
The men who made this whole event happen.
The people that made this happen too.
Nah, but fam, this clearly starts as an idea, right? You're probably like in the bed with your wife, just zoning out, and you have this moment. Like, how did this moment and this idea come to fruition?
It actually came to me from going to other events and knowing how those events work. And I'm like, okay, I love art shows and I love art events, but once I started seeing the dynamic that the artists got to pay 50% of their work.
Is it 50 normally? That's the normal?
50, yeah. Unless you're super good and super, you can negotiate.
And then it's what?
30.
30. Still, yeah.
Managers don't get nothing but 10%. So
right.
You look at the scale of that. But galleries and everybody got to pay their bills, so that's their business model. And it is what it is, because artists do need galleries too, but I'm not a gallery.
Right.
I'm not a broker, I'm not a dealer. And so I was like, what if I put something on that really was a celebration for the artist, where the artist got to keep 100%, the people got to get in for free,
wow.
You get to drink for free, you get to see a concert for free. That's like really celebrating the arts to me.
Yeah.
Like giving exposure and an entry point. We got works in the show for $50 all the way up to $270,000.
What has it meant to the artists? I'm sure a lot of them have reached out to you, and I mean, what is the most special? Give me like one moment of what this has meant.
It just meant that, because like what I do is I challenge the artists to take control of their own career, because
right.
like even in music, we always talking about being a boss, but we're not taking those words into action.
Yeah.
And it's just like these artists, I don't tell them what to put in the show. I don't tell them what price to sell it.
They must love you for that, Swizz.
I mean, I'm an artist myself, so all I did was like, what would I want? What would be my wish list?
Right.
To have my to have my creative control and my freedom. And that's why I said on stage, like, if you free the artist, you free the world. And most great artists are locked up, and most super great artists you'll never hear about because they're that much locked up.
Right.
So I just wanted my outlet and my platform to be a freedom for the artists.
So this happened,
and for the people.
The first one you did was at Art Basel, right?
In Miami.
Miami.
I built my own fair in Wynwood.
Right. And this is by far bigger, no? This is like I got a
Ferris wheel out here.
There's a Ferris wheel in the Bronx surrounding this event.
But
as we talk right now, Young Thug is outside performing in the Bronx for the first time ever.
People on the Ferris wheel like taking pictures of him.
No, it's really like an unbelievable event.
But let me give you the backstory why I wanted the Ferris wheel there, because at the top of the Ferris wheel, you can see my projects where I grew up.
Wow.
And so it was just
I love that.
A memorable moment. It was like a real moment for me. It's like, the Bronx is going all the way up, like Joe would say.
Yeah.
And him and Remy came through yesterday. Shout out to Remy and Joe.
And so people have been real supportive, too. I know there's a lot of artists here. A lot of artists came out. Young Thug's on stage right now. I know Fab. Yeah. I mean, we're in Fab's trailer right now. Yeah. Like, mad artists. Everybody kind of got on board. And
I kept it really slim. I didn't make it like, a festival. I didn't want this to feel like a festival. I wanted it to feel like, a cultural event.
Yeah.
A cultured event where you just vibing. You hand Spanish music, African music. You hand rap music. You got, art collectors, you got billionaires, people live with their mom, you got, it's just a mix of, it's a gumbo pot that's happening here that I don't think that the U.S.
And the dope thing about you is like, so people get to see this now about Swizz, but Swizz is like this, even with his friends and people, you're like a people connector. I have 3 great friends from different worlds that I've met through you, like, and I think that's something that you've always been like pride yourself on, right? Yeah. Like putting good people together and connecting dots, and
connectivity is key.
Yeah.
It's like, why just hold the keys? Like, give other people the keys is important.
The keys.
Yeah, we got the keys.
I love too that you credited, because clearly your new thing with Bacardi has made this to be able to be this big, and this. Yeah. There's a Ferris wheel outside, by the way.
Yeah.
So this extravagant.
No commissions Ferris wheel.
Yeah, but I love that you credited this new position with Bacardi to you going back to school, because I think that's such a positive, amazing message to tell people.
Yeah, because going back to school let me really understand the dynamics of companies and the dynamics of what an agency bring, what a CFO role is, what's an IPO. It just let me know the real structure of different companies, and I'm like, wow, like I know what I'm creative in here, and I add my creativity there, we can do this. And my role at Bacardi has never been done in the spirits industry ever. You know, I'm in control of 200 brands. That's from Grey Goose to Bacardi to Bombay, Doers. I mean, all of those great drinks, you
Wow.
know. But what I'm not doing is I'm not paying people to hold up the drink.
Right.
I'm not paying artists anymore to like hold up drinks, to be in the poster with the drink looking cool. That's out of the question for me. Like the thing is, these type of moments where us as a brand, we can really give back to the culture and do concerts and not concert, cultural moments like this where everybody can feel it, and you just happen to be drinking Bacardi.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like all these events, they want to own the artist. They want to, okay, we do this, we got this. Like Bacardi doesn't own no commissions. Bacardi don't own the Dean Collection. Bacardi owns Bacardi,
Right.
and Bacardi supports the Dean Collection. I got a lot of activations and things that we're gonna have coming.
I can't wait. I can't even. If this is
Yeah.
like this is your official first Bacardi event, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a small, tiny event in the Bronx. 3
but
days.
in-
every superstar.
In Miami,
Ferris wheel?
It was Bacardi too,
Oh,
but
it
we
was?
wasn't partners.
Oh,
Like,
got it.
It was more of a sponsor vibe. But now we like partners. Like, yo, this is what we doing. This is how we doing it. And
So big,
I had the
Swizzy.
CEO on stage with me yesterday.
Huh?
I had the CEO
Of
here on-
Bacardi?
yeah, in the Bronx.
Had you ever been to the Bronx before? Probably not.
He probably been to the Bronx, but he ain't been to this part. For
This
sure.
I love
He
that.
ain't been at the end of this block.
I love that. It's so
Yeah.
dope.
He came. He talked to the people too.
Yeah. Do you feel accomplished, man? Do you feel proud that you're here? And I mean, you know, I mean, come on. This I can't imagine what today feels like for you. Walking around, looking at this, watching it actually come to fruition is.
It feels like a block party on my block. And,
Yeah.
you know, I was just talking to Thug, and I was just like, you know, for me, it's a plus. Like, I started when I was 17. I'm 37 now, and I still got new conversations to talk about, still new things happening, and a part of, like, bringing this culture to another level just by things that I love and,
Yeah.
like, giving people information on those
Pushing the
different
culture
things.
forward too.
Yeah, it's important.
It's so important, man. And it's so I don't know, it's so inspiring to watch you do that because it makes other people want to evolve and do. For I don't know. So also looking at what Pharrell was doing today with the I Am Mother campaign,
Yeah,
right? And he's doing
yeah.
like school supplies now.
Of course,
And
like this,
this-
you know, the world need the P's and Kanye's and, you know, even Will.i.am's and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they all these producers, we're producers. Like, we're the people. We supposed to come up with these concepts, by the way, as
Right.
producers.
right.
You know, we supposed to produce great concepts.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Pharrell sent me these sneakers right here. You know, these
Dope.
are Adidas, and I'm with Reebok, but this is Pharrell sneakers, so it is
Right.
what it is.
But it's
Like,
it's the love. It's the
it's
yeah. It's the
love. Like,
supporting the
if you can't
positivity and the
support your friend,
movement.
then you in a bad position.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So what do I see when I go? I haven't even gone to so there's just to give you a visual. I'm sure you'll see images of it. But outside, Young Thug's performing right now on the stage.
The bass is banging.
And then in the back is all the artwork. I haven't even made my way there yet. I just stopped here because Swizz was here and I wanted to talk to him for a minute. But what am I gonna see when I go in there?
You're going to see a variety of works
Yeah.
from around the world. You know, a lot of people were saying, why isn't a lot of Bronx artists in the show in the Bronx? I didn't curate a Bronx-only show. I'm from the Bronx. The show is in the Bronx. And I thought it was more important for people from the Bronx or the tri-state area to see things that they might not be able to pay to get on the plane and go see at Basel and all these other places
Right.
that things are happening. So I'm like, you know what? Let me bring an eclectic vibe here of different works that can inspire Bronx artists and inspire just people in general. You know, if you're not from the Bronx. And so that was my reason for not having an all Bronx show. I got Bronx artists in the show, Tats Crew, Crash, et cetera, et cetera.
They're
You
here
know
in the
what I'm
show.
saying?
They're in the show
Yeah,
too.
before you walk in, the whole wall is done by the legendariest Bronx people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But even if I did a show in the Bronx with all Bronx people, I would have still not have enough Bronx. I could have did a show with 5,000 Bronx
Right.
artists.
Well,
it's
that's
not
the
enough
thing.
Bronx. You didn't get the guy from Co-op City. I'm sorry, I missed him. You know what I'm saying?
Any great new venture, it's
Yeah.
always going to be there's always going to be criticism
You know, the
attached
show
to that.
feel like
And-
I know what Kanye's going through with the Yeezy launches. Like,
yeah.
yo, I couldn't get the sneakers. I mean, I'm not in control of that.
Does that bother? Clearly, it bothers you then, though. That even a little note of any kind of negativity around something that's great could be.
Because I just
seep
don't
in.
understand how people think about themselves so much to overlook the bigger picture.
Yeah, I get
There's
that.
kids in here that are from these projects that I seen today that could be out robbing you. You know where they at? They right here, getting a free concert, getting a bigger visual on the outside life that they might not be privy to. And you talking to me about this land that's already bought, that's already have plans to be built. this is the last hurrah on this property. We should be partying, not protesting me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who
Yeah.
does that? Like, and my thing was like, I got the landlord to change the name of Piano District in like 30 minutes. I'm like, yo, the people don't like that name. You can't use the Piano District. And he was like, you know what, Swizz, this ain't my district. I won't use that name. I said, let's let the people vote on the name. He was like, cool. But when I spoke to, and it's only like this much of the protesters. I don't want to give them too much shine, but my thing to them was, when I spoke to everybody by myself, no PR, I sat down hours, and we got things going on. And I said, listen, if I got the power, you got the power. He might not got to listen to you, but I come with $1 million plus. He kind of got to listen to me. And if I told you that he's not naming this the Piano District, why don't you sit down and say, listen, well, let's try to map out a couple of more things and have a conversation. Some people don't want to have conversation. Some people just want confrontation. And those people are dealing with personal things inside that, even if all of those demands were made, they still wouldn't be happy. So I got to let them do their thing. I said, listen, go protest the thing, offer you some water. If you need anything, you're also welcome to come in. Like, yo, go do your thing.
Because it's love at the end of the day. It's because your intention is good.
Yeah, because I can't tell them what they can't protest.
Right.
They really believe in a lot of things, and I understand what they believe in, but I just don't feel they're going about it the right way.
Right. And you have a different opinion, clearly.
Yeah. I mean, you're showing the wrong people to protest.
Yeah.
That's not getting to the real source of the problem. So why would you let the youth see that them going to something that's changing their life feel wrong? And that's what kind of bothered me a little
Frustrating,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm very sensitive because this is like passion for me.
Well, the people outside look like they're having an amazing time and appreciating every moment of this. And I know it's just getting started. I just got here, and I know a few people hit the stage. Young Thug's on now.
Late.
When are you going on? Are you going on? Or you been on throughout the day?
With Fab, you know.
Are you going to go on with Fab? So you kind of in and on. I heard you on stage a little while. Okay, good.
I feel the presence.
Because I heard there might be some surprises and all types of stuff.
Yeah. There's going to be some surprises. We're going to make a lot of noise tonight.
As we should.
The people stayed in the rain. I was like, oh, y'all dedicated. See, the Bronx is different, you know.
They love it. They love you. Congratulations, man. I'm so proud of you and so happy.
And I'm proud of you as well.
And happy to be here, man. So
anything you need, you know.
I need to go see this art.
You gotta go see the art.
I do.
You're gonna love Sandra Chevier. Remember I told you.
What's her name?
Sandra Chevier. She's the one with the superhero women with the faces on the.
That sounds amazing.
Sick.
Sandra
Chevier. You're gonna. As soon as you see the female, she turns beautiful people like yourself into superwoman. Like you're a superwoman of what you do. You're gonna see yourself in her work, and it's like. She only got like one left. All her stuff is sold out. It's like and the show has been selling. Like that's the difference. Like we could throw a party.
Yeah.
And nothing moves. Like, yeah, they did a big party, an art party, but like nothing sold. Nah.
Oh, people are buying
Go
from
look
here.
at those orange neon stickers in there.
What do they look like? What do those numbers look like?
They up there.
Yeah, I bet.
They up there.
This is not cheap art we're talking about.
But
it shouldn't be.
We start at $50, and we keep going up from $50. So, because my thing was the art the galleries don't really have no entry points. So if I can get a young person to say, you know what, I'm gonna spend $50 on this instead of smoking it.
Yeah.
I got this from the No Commission show, and this is the official artist. This is just a print, just for this show, so it's very special, even with $50 that you spend.
Yeah.
You understand? And then you work your way up because a lot of people don't really know what's good art, what's not good, and you go in these galleries like, yo, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000. It's like I'm good.
I've seen a couple of people. I know we have to run out too, but I've seen a couple of people post art online and credit you for putting them onto something. I remember Lala bought Mello a big piece and said that Swizz, you put her on to that.
I like to consult if people need help. If you need help and you know me, just holler. Don't like a lot of people like to do their thing. Don't
buy the wrong artist.
Don't get like charged like 50% over being cool. Like that's not cool.
Right.
You know, because like I don't hold no connects. If you want to introduce your art, I'll introduce you to them. Or their representation, like direct, like you know.
Dope.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do people need to know? What are the words to take home?
The words to take home is sky is not the limits, it's just a view. In other words, is if you free the artist, you free the world.
We are here, man. No commission. I'm gonna look at the art now, and I'm sure we're gonna get you little clips and
shout
stuff
out to my
so
Bacardi
you can check
team,
it out.
all of my Bacardi family, my Dean Collection family out there making this event good for the people. This is not an easy event. Everybody feel privileged when they know you know when you go back home. It's like I was in his block. Like relax.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Check out some art.
Go check it out.
There it is. Swizzy, showtime.
Showtime.
Power 1051.